This morning, you checked your bank balance on your phone. Felt secure, right? But what if I told you that while you were sleeping, banking frauds in India just hit a staggering 64,548 crore rupees? That's triple what it was last year. Your next transaction, your company's payroll, your client's escrow account, everything just became a potential target. I'm Prakash Pandya, and in the next 6 minutes, I'll show you exactly what this means for you and the revolutionary technology solution that RBI is now mandating to protect your money. Let me paint you a picture from yesterday's reality. A mid-sized textile company in Mumbai lost 2.3 crore rupees through a sophisticated payment fraud. The CFO had no idea until the auditors found it 3 months later. Sound familiar? But here's what's really shocking. The RBI's latest annual report reveals that private sector banks reported the highest number of frauds, while public sector banks accounted for the maximum fraud amount. If you're a CEO, this could be your company's working capital. If you're a general counsel, this could be your liability. If you're handling insolvency cases like I do, these fraud losses are often what push companies into bankruptcy. The RBI's latest annual report isn't just statistics. It's a complete breakdown of our financial security. Banking frauds have tripled to 64,548 crore rupees. But here's what caught my legal eye. The increase is partly due to reclassification of past fraud cases following a Supreme Court judgment dated March 27, 2023. This judgment fundamentally changed how financial institutions must classify and report frauds. Now here's where it gets really interesting. The frauds are predominantly happening in digital payments by NUMBER. But the massive amounts, the 64,548 crore rupees figure, that's coming from loan portfolio frauds in the advances category. Your business loans, your credit facilities, your working capital arrangements, these are the new battlegrounds. RBI isn't just reporting these numbers, they're unleashing an AI revolution. By Q3 2026, every bank must implement AI-driven fraud detection systems. Not optional. Mandatory. And they've already started testing something called MuleHunter.ai in large public sector banks. Think about this. If you're on a company board, your bank's fraud detection capability directly impacts your business continuity. If you're a mediator or handling disputes, get ready for a wave of fraud-related cases. If you're in legal tech, this is your moment. But here's the legal earthquake, and this is pure gold for corporate lawyers. The liability framework is shifting. Banks can no longer claim, "We followed standard procedures," if they don't have AI systems in place. Post-2026, the RBI has issued revised master directions on fraud risk management dated July 15, 2024, that fundamentally change board responsibilities. Let me tell you about this MuleHunter.ai that's already being tested. It's achieving near real-time identification of mule accounts, those dummy accounts used to launder fraud proceeds. Compare this to traditional systems that discover these accounts weeks or months later, when the money has already disappeared across multiple jurisdictions. But the AI revolution goes beyond detection. RBI is implementing real-time pay name validation for RTGS and NEFT systems. Imagine this. Before your 50 lakh rupees vendor payment goes through, the AI instantly verifies if the account name matches the pay details. No more wrong account transfers. No more name mismatch frauds. Here's something that will impact every business. RBI is launching exclusive internet domains. Banks will get bank.in domains, and non-bank financial entities will get fin.in domains. This means when you're doing online banking, you can instantly verify if you're on a legitimate website. No more phishing, no more fake banking websites stealing your credentials. For digital lending apps, and this affects every fintech company and their clients, RBI has mandated a public directory. Every legitimate digital lending app must be listed. If it's not on the official list, it's illegal. Period. Now here's what you need to understand about the Central Payments Fraud Information Registry (CPFIR). This is a game changer. Every fraud, every suspicious transaction, every mule account identification gets logged here. Banks will have real-time access to fraud patterns across the entire Indian banking system. The cybersecurity angle is massive. RBI is implementing an inter-regulatory working group's recommendations for uniform baseline cybersecurity guidelines. If your company works with multiple financial institutions, you'll need to meet the highest common cybersecurity standards. For cross-border transactions, and this affects every import-export business, RBI is implementing additional factor of authentication for non-recurring cross-border card transactions. Your international payments just became more secure, but also more complex from a compliance perspective. So what do you do right now to prepare for this transformation? First, if you're advising companies, help them understand the July 2024 Master Directions on Fraud Risk Management. Your clients need to strengthen their board governance and oversight mechanisms today. Second, For in-house counsels, start engaging with your banking partners about their AI readiness roadmap. You need visibility into their compliance timeline for the 2026 mandate. Third, CFOs and CEOs immediately audit your digital lending partnerships. Verify they're in the RBI's public directory. This isn't a 2026 issue. This is happening now. Fourth, legal professionals. The Supreme Court judgment of March 27, 2023, has already changed fraud classification rules. Review your client portfolios for potential reclassification impacts. Fifth, start building expertise in AI governance frameworks. The Central Payments Fraud Information Registry and MuleHunter.ai are creating new legal precedents and compliance requirements. Sixth, for dispute resolution professionals, begin developing mediation strategies for AI-related financial disputes. These cases are already emerging, and the volume will explode by 2026. The intersection of AI and law isn't coming, it's here. Your money, your business, your legal practice, everything is changing faster than most people realize. Hit subscribe because next week I'm breaking down that crucial Supreme Court judgment from March 27, 2023 that triggered this entire fraud reclassification, and how Bharat General India's first government AI model will transform legal research forever. Until then, stay secure, stay informed, and remember, in the world of AI and law, knowledge isn't just power, it's protection. The fraudsters are using AI, the regulators are mandating AI, and your success depends on understanding this revolution.